Bob, I'll let you take it away when you're ready.
Thanks, Ben. We're excited for the final. Finals are special for players, for coaches, for clubs, for fans. And a final against Tigres, a great institution, some really top players. We have great respect for Tuca. Mike Sorber played for Tuca like 25 years ago at Pumas. I think that was Tuca's first coaching job. So we've watched Tigres over the years, their football, the way they go about things, and I think it sets up for a great final.
Thanks, Bob. We're going to start here with Kevin Baxter. Kevin, go ahead when you're ready.
Hey, Bob, thanks for your time. Congratulations on your first final with LAFC. I have two questions. First of all, I think the one everyone wants to know is, do you have a disposition yet on Atuesta and Ante, whether they'll be able to participate in the final?
I'm certain that Edward will not be allowed to play. The discussion is at a higher level than I'm involved with. So my experience in these situations is to still try to make sure the players understand what's going on. We wouldn't be in the final if it wasn't for Edward. Man, he's a important player for us, a really talented young guy. And you really are sad when a young player is so important and then misses out on a final. But you saw the response that we had in the second half against Club America, the commitment that we have to still play our football. So we're going to miss Edward, and we feel bad for him, but our focus is still on just preparing for the game. I don't think Ante will – I'm not sure about this, but normally then you're not allowed in the locker room or on the field. But I'm just guessing. I haven't seen anything official in terms of how that gets handled for Ante.
Okay. And the second question is, that was an incredible and emotional game and probably the most important win in franchise history. All those things with everything that went on. You have 2 days essentially to recover and prepare for the next game. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Because you don't have a lot of time to dwell on it, but yet you don't have time to process it and get over it either.
There's nothing to process and dwell on. It's just an excitement level for being in a final, for showing for people how we play football and for competing against a great team. So that's the only part that we're thinking about. When you're a player and you get a chance to be in a final, that's special. I said that at the beginning. And so our preparation, our commitment to the way we play, our willingness to go on the field and play, to be a brave team that plays football, that pushes forward, that makes chances, that plays at a fast tempo. I mean, this is what we're about. And so that's the only thing that anybody's really thinking about and talking about at the moment.
Damian Calhoun.
Hey, Bob, how you doing?
Good, Damian.
These last couple of games, you've had a lot of heroes. Just give me your thoughts on the way Kenneth Vermeer has handled being back in the starting lineup and the big saves he's had to come up with, especially on the free kick Saturday night.
Yeah, it was a huge save on the free kick. Our wall did a poor job. I said before we began that Kenneth had started the year playing for us in Champions League against Lyon, and we felt that it was right for him to be there as we finished. And throughout the year, the competition between Kenneth and Pablo, the way they support each other has been fantastic, and everybody's excited for Kenneth.
Alicia Rodriguez.
Hi, Bob. Thanks for your time. In light of your expectation that Edouard won't be available for the game, have you decided who you're going to be playing in midfield in his place? And maybe related to that, Latif Blessing has been really quite a spark coming off the bench the last couple of games. So is he in line for a start, or are you going to continue to have him in reserve to come off the bench for the game?
Still to be determined, but I like the way we played in the second half. And to be fair, when Pancho came on, he did a really good job when Sifu needed to come off. So we've got 4 guys that are all ready.
Thanks, Alicia. Jim Alexander, go ahead when you're ready.
Hey, Bob. Is maybe with everything that happened Saturday night and the way you guys came back and everything, which is impressive in itself, but the way guys maintained their composure and handled all the stuff that was being thrown at them, was that maybe the most impressive part of the night?
That mentality, that focus on pushing in a game and not letting different things take you away from what you're trying to do as a player or as a team. That's a big game mentality, and that's not always easy because to get swept up in emotion and different situations you see even on the highest levels. But I think it's a sign that we're getting more and more comfortable in these big games. We still have this confidence in terms of how we play and how we go about things. So for me, that was great to see.
Jonathan Siegel.
Hi there, Bob. We just spoke with Diego a short while ago. It's obviously been a remarkable season for him on an individual level. As that does kind of wind down, what have you observed with kind of his maturation as a player, someone who's been such a key part of this club as you all have charted this 3-year history already?
Yeah, Diego has just gotten better every year. He's matured. He's taken a bigger role. I talked earlier in the year when we went to Orlando, when we came to Orlando the first time for MLS is back without Carlos. Carlos was home with Seoa as they were expecting the birth of their daughter. And you could just see that Diego's confidence, his ability to take the ball, get into the box, his heart, his ability to make deep runs and threaten the other team, and his finishing has really improved. But it's the maturity. It's his ability to take a bigger role, to be a leader, his confidence. Those are the things that we've seen get better and better really every game.
Daniel Schwartzman.
Thanks. Hey, Bob. Do you consider this game as the most important in the history of the franchise? And also your thoughts of André Pierre Gignac. Is he the main concern of the LAFC? Thank you.
It's our first final, so we're going to call it our biggest game. Absolutely.
Sí, es nuestro.
Gignac is a big personality, a big player. I watched him a lot when he played for Marseille. He's always been a player that is a strong reference in the attack for his teams. He's skillful, he's big, he's got a strong personality. So we understand what he brings to Tigres. He's a very, very good player.
Thanks, Bob. That's going to be it for Bob.